Hey everyone, my name is Levi. I'm here with another one of my Spanish update videos. This one's for 800 hours. I think I'm actually at around like 815 hours. I kind of just debated whether I was going to make a video this time around or not. The reason being is I went back and I watched my 600-hour video, and I've made so much progress, but it's really hard to quantify it. I'm definitely in the intermediate bubble. I feel it very strongly. Kind of something I thought of as to like explain where I'm at is with native content. I've hit this point where I have enough vocabulary and like basic understanding of grammar where I have a chance at everything, but I understand all of nothing. Yeah, so it's just this really weird spot where I'm learning vocabulary really quickly, and I'm learning a ton, but I still don't have a lot of organic ability to output. I haven't been doing much conversation practice. I have been doing crosstalk once a week, pretty much since for the past 500 hours or so. But yeah, I haven't really started outputting. I do have an italki session booked for this Saturday. Today's Monday, so in about 6 days. And I do plan to, output at least, if not weekly, bi-weekly, because I'm kind of getting to that point. But yeah, with reading, I've been doing some reading of native level content, some light novels, but mostly I've been reading like online news resources and stuff of that nature. I found that before, where I was with podcasts, I was strictly limited to like really short beginner podcasts. But I found that now I can actually kind of start to listen to more native level stuff, like short like news blips. I forget the podcast I've been listening to, but it's just like a current events podcast. It's like a quick 10-minute recap of what happened the day before, and I can follow it more or less. So yeah, I mean I don't have a whole lot to say today. Just kind of business as usual. For people who are kind of approaching this stage, one thing I'll say is that it's really, really important to enjoy the process of language acquisition at this point and just enjoy the language as much as possible, because if you focus in on like just progress and trying to quantify exactly how much you've made, it's going to be very frustrating because it's really hard to do. One new thing I started to do, and when I started Spanish, I told myself I wouldn't do this because I did it with Japanese, and it kind of consumed me for a while. And that is that I've started sentence mining. So I've started looking for I+1 sentences in my immersion. And for those who don't know, I+1 is just you're looking for a sentence that you understand all of it minus one word, and that's the +1. So you make a sentence card for that vocab word in Anki or some other software. I use Anki. And you just review it. And, people refer to this as kind of like seeding. So you're not really studying, or you're not making these cards with the intent of memorizing these words or these sentences. It's just to give yourself repeated exposure to words you're close to understanding, but you're just not quite there yet. And it just kind of helps you recognize them during your immersion. That's one part of it. Like you can recognize it in your immersion, and then you can pull from your memory bank over here. And a lot of times you can remember the meaning of that word without actually having to look it up in a dictionary. And it's been helpful. I've been doing it for about a month now. I think I have like around 100 cards or something like that. So nothing crazy. But that's really the new thing I've started to do. So beyond that, yeah, I'm just going to kind of continue as usual. I do think I'll make a video realistically probably at 1,000 hours. I want to give myself some time to not only, really raise my level of comprehension, but also to, get some practice speaking, over the next, I guess, 185 hours, because I'm at 815. So over the next 185 hours, get a few practice conversation sessions in and kind of really see where I'm at, because even when you start with a high level of comprehension, you still need a while to practice talking before you can really have a good gauge as to where you're at. So that's my plan moving forward. If anyone else is on this journey and they're at a similar spot or maybe a totally different spot and wants to talk about it, definitely leave me a comment. I'm happy to talk with people. Part of me deciding to actually publish these videos is to just try to connect with other language learners, because I don't have a lot of people in my direct area that share this interest with me. So yeah, definitely leave a comment. Let's get in touch. And good luck on all of your journeys, and I will see you at 1,000 hours. All right, best.